Greetings and welcome to Energize You TV Season 5, episode number 15. You know what? If you're wanting to have more energy and understand energy and also the magic of the energy behind friendship, if that sounds good to you, keep listening in because we've got such a beautiful show for you today. And because of that, is the name of it is Joyfully Connected. Igniting Loving Relationships. Oh man, I'm so excited about this because I have carefully, very carefully selected a beautiful guest for you today. That's not only a spiritual coach, a friend, a colleague, she's also a podcaster, host for Psychic Revolution. She's also very dedicated to help people really step into their psychic abilities. So I'm very excited because she's going to help us with that relationship, not only friendship, but the relationship within us. So prepare yourself because she's a wealth of knowledge on this, and she's going to have some great insights and golden nuggets to cultivate how to really step into your joy and that loving connection. And also, as a bonus, if getting into your alignment with your energy, with your visualization and meditation, we're going to do today. It's the last 10 minutes, and we're going to connect to that. I'm going to help you to not only activate, but also visualize in this meditation, 10 minutes at the end. So hang on to the end because it will transform you and help you get through the week for sure. Because that's what I do is I help people that feel stuck and help them to find those spiritual answers. So be kind, go right ahead and share this with your family, your friends, because they want to hear about this and they also want to laugh and get unstuck. So thank you for helping out. I so appreciate it. So let's talk about what energy is, because understanding, oh, I have enough energy. No, it's really understanding how to feel energy. It's like when you walk into some place and your stomach drops. That's energy. Or when you say, hey, my best friend, how are you? And they go, oh, I'm fine. And they're like, oh, I'm fine. But you're going, something's going on with them. That's energy. That's when you're feeling vibration. That's quantum physics. That's telling us that. Now, Einstein said, and I quote, energy never dissolves. It merely changes forms. So that's what we're going to do, and what I do to help you as a Reiki master and spiritual counselor for over 20 years is I help people step into not only just understanding their energy, but feeling it and connecting to it, to experience how do you manipulate it, move it, change the form of it. That's what energy is. And it's the biggest buzz, isn't it, right now going on is, oh, I don't like their energy, right? So it's really important to learn your energy, to feel your energy and experience, because also on this chart, if you see her, that if you're in a lot of place right here where you're in grief, shame, blame, right in here, it's a lower energy, and emotionally it can take a physical and hurt you physically if you're right in here, because you can see that that's that red right there. But when you move up the scale with acceptance, with reason, with love, and you can look it up, Google it. Love is 528. And as you move up to that, joy, compassion, and you have peace and gratitude. That's why everybody's always talking about the gratitude. Do the gratitude at night, because it really brings you up in the system, because it will help you to get there. And that's what I do in my spiritual counseling is I help people come from here and shift it, change the form of it, and come up here. And then little things to stay in that is so important. And you know what? I love using tools. I really do. I love using tools. And one of the tools that I use is the shining wheel. Some people say and have said it's like a medicine wheel, but it's different because this is the shining wheel. And today we're going to pick a position. And the position we're picking today is the water position. And just a little bit, take a deep breath for me, just to calm it down just a little bit. I know I get all excited. So just let's take that deep breath right now, because in this position, in the water position, it represents beginning of life. And if you think about it, we have how much? depending on what book, it's about 80% of water. And in that water, it represents, yes, the beginning, because we started in the water, didn't we, when we were in mamas? And it also, water helps with your digestion. It helps clear your frequency. I'm the biggest water pusher. You can hear somebody will always tell you that, because it does help with your digestion. It helps with your energy, the muscle. It clears toxins out. And so drink water, just drink water, because as we create this water and we drinking the water and you're moving it, you're moving toxins, you're moving energy, but also it helps you to be in the flow of life. And that's where I want you to be, is in that flow of life that helps you. So we're going to be talking about water kind of throughout a little bit, because right now what I'd like to do is in 30 seconds or less, you can release negative energy. So come with me right now and let's release this energy. So take a deep breath in. Diaphragmic, very good. And breathe out. And I want you to imagine that the water is coming in through all the way around. Maybe it's coming in through your crown chakra and it's coming in through the head and it's coming down like a nice wave. And again, breathe in. And let that water come in and come out. And I'm seeing like a crystalline blue gold coming in, and it's clearing your energy. Bam! Clear your energy. So it's your energy. And we do this so easily, right? When we think about it and breathe and focus. So beautiful. I love this. And we do this also at the full moon celebration in the desert. And this is every month. We do this, and it's online. It is a 90-minute, and it is a feel-good, let me tell you, and you'll get really relaxed. And we also pick an animal. We pick a different animal every single month, and we pick it here too. And what I picked today as the animal, the power animal today, is a deer. So when we look at a deer, if a deer shows up, it reminds us to be nice to ourselves. Quit being so self-sabotaging. Stop it. I like you. You're my best friend. Stop hurting my best friend. Bring in the deer essence. And to really treat yourself, especially nice, especially when you're stressed out. And also the medicine of the deer teaches us to stay in our own lane. Stop. Stay in our own lane. That really helps us, because those wounded people out there and wounded souls, it's okay to be kind, but remember to take care of yourself. So it also helps to love can melt those hearts of stone. So I know you want to help, but also take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. And if you don't know what your power animal is, get with me, because I had to do a whole session online and then in person that will help you to who is your power animal. You have many. So we're going to do that. Will be really fun. So awesome. So now you have a little insight. So you know what? It is time for the divine moment. And in this divine moment, we're going to take a secret out of the Shine On book. It's 52 secrets for greater success and higher self-esteem. I kind of wrote it like an angel card reading. Really, it's 52. I didn't know I was doing that when I was doing it. So let's just pick one. Oh, here we go. Courage. Okay. So let's see. Courage. Greater courage comes from accepting and acknowledging your vulnerability. Oh, that's a wonderful quote. Yeah, I quoted that. I wrote it. So, wow. To have that courage. I want you to look at your life. Take a deep breath. You're all cleared and cleansed. We got rid of that negative energy. It's all gone. And I want you to think about how courageous you really are. And be nice to yourself, because you are courageous. And as we're vulnerable, and we really show up in that vulnerability, we step into that courage of how you want to show up in your life. So really challenge you. And here's every single one has Shine. This is my dog Shine. Yeah, her name's Shine. And she says in this chapter, Shine is innately courageous because she is a herding breed, an Australian cattle dog. So it's just in her breed. But this is your action step. And in the action step, I want you to take a deep breath. Stay with me. I know you're leaning in because you're like, wow, this is cool. So go ahead and take a breath. And as you breathe out, This is your action step. Repeat several times during the day. I am courageous because I show up. That's what I say. I show up. I'm courageous. And say 3 times that makes you feel courageous. So 3 times. And breathe. Beautiful, beautiful. This is a must-have because it helps in your library for that spiritual help. So yay, thank you for that. Was fun. And you know what? Right now, right here, we're gonna be going right now to a commercial message. So we'll be right back after this commercial message.
Traditional business cards are often lost or forgotten. This can lead to missed opportunities and wasted time and money. 𝗘𝗏𝗨𝗁𝗁𝗃 offers a unique solution. Eco-friendly paperless business cards that are easy to update and share. With our QR code, you can share your card with anyone, anytime, anywhere. It's the easiest way to share your details. Interested in getting one? Click on Get Offer and get your own digital business card today.
Woo-woo! Thank you, Preston, for that. He's doing my website. He's amazing in what he does to serve. And you know what? Right now, right here, I just love this, I'm feeling like this is a crystal moment. So let's do and show you about the crystal magic spotlight. We're going to use the moss agate today. So when you breathe into the moss agate, I don't have one, so I'm not going to show it to you. But we're going to talk about the moss agate and what that's about. It helps healing-wise. It helps with your inflammation. And you know, me being diagnosed with lupus, fibromyalgia, arthritis, Sjogren's, plus neuropathy in my hands and my feet. Wow. Moss agate, I know I have one. It would be fabulous to have that because it would help so much. And it also helps with your digestion and your eyes. Wow. And that Sjogren's, it's really about the eyes. So it helps in abundance. It also stabilizes energy and harmonizes your yin and your yang. It's a good one. And also it refreshes the soul and enables you to see beauty in all that you see. Ooh, the stone is the beginning to release from blockages and spiritual feathers. So, you know what? Remember to always charge your crystals. I've been teaching about crystals for over 20 years. I love teaching them online and in person. So if you're like, ooh, you're leaning in, I want to know more about crystals and how to use them, let's chat because I would love to chat. So that's about the crystals. So you know what? Today in the Shining Light topic is friendship. Now, how do I come up with that? Well, each episode explores a unique and meaningful topic, and it offers insight, and I take it out of the Ignite book. There's subchapters, and this is how to raise your energy in 30 seconds or less naturally. So I broke down friendship and how do you relate to friends and what's the energy of it. So I did that in the Ignite book. So today with friendship and understanding, and it brings to mind something to me. And in this is that when we're talking about friendship, it reminds me of a story. And this story is about a friend that I had that she was always calling. And you know, when I put some boundaries down for our friendship and really talked to her about the friendship boundaries many, many years ago, she got offended at first. And then she came back after time and said, I really understand where you're coming from because my other friends are doing this and I know where you're at. I know how you show up because we talked about it and you had boundaries. So friendship relationship, partnership relationship, relationships in general, anywhere, having those boundaries are important. Also, what's important is the non-judgment, because the more that I don't judge somebody else for whatever and wherever and how they're showing up, and I have my boundaries and I stick to those, I can have that relationship. And I have wonderful relationships with people and they know my boundaries, and I'll ask them, how can I be a better friend to you? And this is a big one I want to leave with you. And this story is when I start a new friendship, I really do say, how can I be a friend to you? What does that mean to you? Because really, people don't know what that really means. And just having that dialogue has helped me so much because I don't always answer the phone after 7 or 8 o'clock at night. I'm up at 4 and 5 in the morning. So, and some people like to call at 9 and 10 at night. It's like, I'm not going to answer because my phone's off. So having those little boundaries, but then also not judging someone else because that's just the way they are. So I hope that helps you to step more into owning your gifts. Also, and if when you own your gifts, your talents, you really do ignite your consciousness. And it might, if this is sounding familiar to you and understanding, because igniting your inner gifts helps you with your outer talents. And when you do this, it's powerful. So say this with me and really feel this. When I ignite my energy, I ignite my gifts. One more time. When I ignite my energy, I ignite my gifts. And take a breath and really understand that that's time. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for sharing this. And I want to thank you for taking all of this in this different perspective and going, wow, I never looked at it like that. And that's really what I'm here for, is for you to open up your mind and see things in a different light, because that's the powerful part. So thanks for commenting, sharing, subscribing, following, all that you do. I really appreciate it that you do this. And you know what? We're up to a spotlight moment. And spotlight moments are a wonderful, where they take 1 minute. So here's Janet, and what she has to say about the partnership or relationships. Here you go.
Dr. Janice Fortman, and I'm honored to be here today on Energize You TV. Thank you, Angel Marie, for creating this platform of inspiration and hope. Your energy, Angel, is infectious, energetic, and positive, and I want to express my gratitude for the positivity you bring to the world. Now let's dive into the golden nugget I'm sharing with you today on cultivating abundance, love, and abundance in relationships. I want to shine the light on partnerships because relationships are partnerships. Keep a gratitude journal. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for in your relationships and acknowledge and celebrate milestones, big or small. This strengthens your appreciation for daily interactions and experiences. A heartfelt thank you to Angel Marie for.
Isn't that beautiful? That was a really good one. That was a writer-downer, wasn't it? A writer-downer? And she is awesome. And she actually will be on next week. And she will be talking about partnership. And you'll see her next week on next week's show. So there she is. Awesome. I so appreciate that you're here and that you're sharing. And you know who else I appreciate? E360. This platform gives me the opportunity to really connect to my soul commitment, which is to reach millions of people, to serve millions of people. And right now I'm at 2.7 million minutes viewed. So now I say I'm reaching millions. Now I want to serve billions. So thank you to E360 for this platform. And thank you to you, the viewers, because you're the one that appreciates and is watching this, has made this happen. And so you know what? It is almost time for that lady to come on. I'm so excited. And who is she? She is Maggie Clark. She's a spiritual coach, healing arts practitioner, and she is the co-host of Psychic Evolution podcast. Oh my gosh, and so much more. And you know what? Let's bring her on right now. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. How are you, my friend?
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for being here, Maggie.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're so welcome. And you know what? I know how wonderful you are. Could you please go ahead and take a few seconds, few minutes, and tell people who you are?
Well, I'm a podcaster. I'm a spiritual coach. I've been teaching in the spiritual realm for decades. I don't know. I have a lot of feathers in the cap, but honestly, a big background in metaphysics and astrology as well. And I'm just so excited to be bringing this to your listeners today.
Well, thank you for that. I'm so thank you for introducing yourself. So let's just dive in, because I got some really cool questions and I know that they want to know about this. So developing your psychic abilities, can that help us in friendship?
Absolutely. When we think about our psychic abilities, remember I'm so glad you brought up water earlier with the shining wheel, because water is the receptive element. And when we're dealing with our psychic senses, we have to allow ourselves to receive. And so when we allow ourselves to receive, what do we receive? Not only a psychic senses, but we receive love, we receive connection, we receive from our heart. And so that beautiful water, that beautiful flow of just being able to receive makes us better friends, because then we can feel things more deeply. And when we are igniting those psychic senses, we're also allowing ourselves to feel more deeply from our heart and to listen with more than just our ears, but we're listening with our senses. We're listening with our intuition and all the other gifts that we have.
Beautiful. That is a beautiful bit. And that's a writer downer, viewers, because when we're really, I'm going to reiterate or echo this. When you're listening with your heart, when you're really there with the person, and that's part psychic. It really is. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And does having good, healthy friendships help the psychic ability too?
Absolutely, because when we're working with our psychic abilities, we need friends to be able to practice on, right? So we need friends to say, "Hey, I've been feeling this. Are you feeling this?" Or, "Hey, I was thinking about you and what you said made me feel this, and I got this impression. Is this going on in your life?" Now, when we have really open friendships and clear communication and honesty, and we can say what we're really feeling, that is the key, because having friends that can accept you for your gifts, accept you for feeling into places that could feel really private to some people. When we are opening up our psychic abilities, when we're using them, we might perceive things that aren't actually being spoken out loud. We might see images or understand a part of someone's history without them telling us. And those are very private, special places. But when we can say, "Hey, I'm really feeling this about you," and your friend could be like, "Oh yeah, I was not going to share that with you because I was a little bit afraid of what you might think of me." You could be like, "Hey, it's okay. We're all human." And so when we develop friendships with that clear connection, that clear, honest communication, and we can share the things that we feel, that makes it rich. That makes those friendships go, "Oh, you see that in me?" And you're okay with it. And you're like, "Yeah, I'm okay with it." Because if we're going to be friends, the first premise is we're not going to judge each other. We all have history. We all have baggage. We all have places and spaces that we are not taking forward in our lives, but yet they were a part of our lives. So let's just agree to say it's okay. No matter what, we can allow ourselves to perceive things in ways that might be unimaginable, but it can just open up the path, basically, for a clear, honest friendship.
And beautifully put. And what happens is the vulnerability of both parties, whatever relationship. Because I just started a friendship with a friend, and I said to her, I said, "This is a relationship. No, it's not romantic, but yet we're starting a relationship. So please tell me what that looks like." And I love how you put that, because it is the communication and it is the non-judgment, but it's also, like you said, with the water, it's being in the flow of, okay. And it's just like with you, when I came to see you for a session, and it wasn't, what did I see? Help me out.
Cranial sacral therapy.
Yeah, and I had a session. Wonderful, wonderful. You really do want to email this lady and get a session, because they're powerful. But when I went to you, if I wasn't vulnerable, if I didn't connect with you, if I held everything back, and what happens is it wouldn't have did what it did, which was so healing, and what's something I needed and wanted. And it was a beautiful interaction, yet I had to be in a place to be vulnerable, and you did too. Because if you're
Absolutely.
holding, and all healers, I want you to hear this, light workers and viewers, if you're not that vulnerable, and tell me about that in the friendship, but also when we start with clients, you start with a friendship. I mean, I always talk to them. Oh, so please go ahead.
That vulnerability is key because for us to heal, we have to receive. We have to receive a place of ourselves that knows what needs to be healed. We all have this innate, intelligence. Our body has an intelligence, our heart has an intelligence, and it knows what needs to be healed. But to get there, we have to let go of pretense. We have to let go of what we think we might need. We have to let go of a lot of things that get in the way of hearing what the body. And when we think about hearing what the body needs or the heart needs or the mind needs, that's receptive, again, like water. And it allows us to just open and receive. Think of water as a chalice. You have this beautiful chalice, and what do you do to fill that chalice? You just open and receive. So whether you're receiving healing work or whether you're listening to a friend, whatever you're hearing, you have to be vulnerable and open. You have to be the vessel, the chalice, so that you're receiving the energy. You're receiving what can help you heal. That's why we seek out beautiful healers. We seek out beautiful healers so that we can receive their gifts and be open to them. But to do that, we can't do anything about it. We have to be willing to just be that vulnerable chalice of receptivity. And that is where all the beautiful empowerment energy comes from. We don't do things to become empowered in life. We receive empowerment energy. Empowerment is a feminine energy. It's feminine empowerment energy. It doesn't mean that you have to be a masculine or feminine to receive. All it means is that we all have these energies inside of us, but it's that energy that allows us to be open, that will empower us, that will heal us, and that will get us to where we need to be in life and where we want to be thriving and energized and open. And when it comes, yes, and when it comes to friendships, when we can actually be open, vulnerable, receive with our friends and not have to always do things and say things and be aggressive and I'm not saying like angry aggressive, just masculine aggressive. When we allow ourselves to unfold, unwind, and just say, okay, I'm ready to just sit with you and feel what this friendship feels like. That's when a friendship will become rich. It will develop. It will be like putting a seed in the ground, and now you're watering that beautiful seed of friendship to grow.
Beautiful. And that's what I really felt about you too, Maggie, when we first started. We were growing, but we were growing together because we were vulnerable and we were also really honest. So thank you for that. Write her down, or here's another one. And if you sense something about someone, and they're a friend or an acquaintance, but a friend, I mean, it's not just a stranger, but when you sense that, how do you share with them?
This is called discernment, right? Discernment is the only part of valor, is a quote from some general. But anyway, discernment is really important because when you open up your psychic gifts, you're going to feel things about people that you may or may not want to feel. It's none of your business, but you're feeling it anyway, right? And when is it appropriate to say something to open up that door? Now, this really does depend on how close you are in a friendship. I love to cultivate friendships where I can say anything that I feel. I don't have a plethora of those friendships because it involves trust. Trust that I won't be judged, right? Trust that they will be okay and they're ready for the healing if that comes about with what I say, or they want to go to those places. There are times I have said things because I see things psychically and they're like, yeah, we're not going there. And I'm like, okay, boundary set, just like you were talking about boundaries earlier. Boundary set. Now I know. And there are times that I can say things and you're like, okay, yeah, let's talk about that. Or, that was just something that was going, and it might lead to just an more open friendship. So when we are perceiving things about friends, whether they're right or wrong, it doesn't matter, but we're feeling this in our heart. We're going, I really feel like this happened to someone or this was a part of their lives. We can broach the subject. Now, we can also ask questions. If we don't know someone well enough yet, but we're still developing that friendship and making it even more vibrant in our lives, we can say, hey, I'm really feeling something. Can I tell you what I'm feeling? And then you're asking them to open a door. And you could say, hey, I'm feeling something psychically. If they're uncomfortable with that, they'll say, nope, not interested. And I've had that happen before. I've had many people say, no, we're not going anywhere. And I'm like, okay. And that allows me to know where we are at in the friendship, or where they are at in their own lives. And they might be great with almost everything on the board. And I have a really good friend that sometimes I'll say things and she just will not respond. She won't even answer my question. And I'm just like, whoa, okay, I guess we're not treading in those waters today or any day, right? But it allows you, when that first happened, I was flabbergasted. I'm like, won't you just even say something? But it allows us to understand that not everybody wants to heal things if it's a healing moment. Not everyone is ready to go. Not everyone wants to dig up something maybe from their past or maybe something that they're working towards. So it's important to understand that we all are wherever we are in life. And so asking questions is a way to broach those subjects. And you can ask direct questions of, I'm feeling something. Would you like to know what it is? Or you could say, hey, I'm feeling something about XYZ. Do you want to go there? And then they have the choice. But we allow people to be where they are because not everyone wants you to see things. And not everyone wants to be like, that's a closet. Those skeletons were supposed to stay in there. And so a lot of this is trusting your own intuition when you perceive things. How close are we? Are they ready for this? And really finding your own internal compass, because it's really, in the end, it's not about the other person. Sometimes it's about you learning from what you're feeling. And so put the mirror back on yourself and be like, okay, is this helpful? Can this support someone? Are they open to this? Ask yourself these questions before just throwing something on the table.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That was beautiful. And that's a writer downer. And just to add to that just a little bit is, also in a friendship, I get a lot of times they start asking me questions. And it's like sooner or later I have to say to them, you know what, that's something that I do for work. It is my passion. I don't call it work, but yet I don't feel like tapping in and giving you all these answers. I mean, you've had that too. And you've had to say, hey, can we talk about the weather or can we talk about anything else? But specifically you can have a session with me for that. Do you find that too, that it's a fine line with being intuitive or psychic, however you label yourself, but yet to have that fine line of, and then the knowing, like I know sometimes like we got to go now. Something's going to we got to go now.
Yep.
And they're like, nah, and I'm like, okay, see ya. And then something happens and they're like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, but so how do you find that boundary or that also?
You have to check in with yourself. And there are times when I have friends be like, hey, will you throw down cards? And I'm just like, you know what? I'm not in that space right now. So let's take a rain check. There are many times though that I'm like, all right, let's do it. What do you need? I'm such a giving friend that I am like, sure, no matter what. But I have had to learn that when I'm not in a place where I can show up, if I'm not in a place where I can really show up in that capacity for someone, whether my brain's not on, whether I'm tired, whether it's just not the right moment, I have to know what my own thresholds are. And that's been a learning curve because I was always a yes person. Of course, why not? It's 3:00 in the morning. Let's do it. And I've had to learn a few boundaries with that in my own life. So I think everyone's different. We all have different boundaries, different capacities, and you have to know yourself. If you're going to be a good friend to anyone, you have to know where you can show up, how you can show up, in what ways you can show up, and not go above and beyond that. Because if you are going above and beyond that, then you are giving yourself away and you're not going to enjoy that friendship. You're going to feel bad about doing it. And so really check in with yourself. Have your internal compass to help guide you, because that's about friendships. There might be times someone calls and it's like, I can't do this right now. This is not where I'm at. I'm not going to answer the phone. So there are times I can't answer the phone. It doesn't mean I don't love you any less. It just means that I know that you're going to be talking about something that I'm not interested in the moment, or I don't have the threshold to hold a space for. And I really feel like in friendships, we hold space for each other. We create this beautiful moment. So
And it is. And I feel that with you, because I know that you're going to say, hey, I don't have time. Or
Yep.
I'm going to say the same thing. But yet that to me is being a seasoned healer also, and doing this for as long, is because even last week I was in grief and I picked up the phone. I shouldn't have, but I did. And they said, and I said, I'm in not a place right now to really even talk. I shouldn't even pick up the phone. It was just automatic. But to really understand where your vibrational field is important. And this has been great. Lots of viewers. You've got a lot of writer downers. You've got that Maggie gave today. So Maggie, if you could you tell us about what your free gift is? Because I love that you serve so much and you give away this free gift. Could you tell what it is?
Yes, it is an opening the heart meditation. So because I'm a podcaster, I love to create meditations with beautiful equipment. So it sounds really rich in your ears, but it's all about opening up your heart. And you can open up your heart to do many things, not only developing your psychic abilities, but also opening your heart to friendships and to being able to receive love, to feel love, and then also to share that.
Because you really are love. Every single one of you viewers, really, we start out being love. We are love. And then what happens is life happens. And I'll just say it like that. Life happens. And we sometimes decide not to be in that. So if you could tell us, what is your superpower? I like to ask that for the final question. What is your superpower if you could have anything? What would it be?
It would be unconditional love. Love without judgment, love without expectations, just a pure, I can accept and love every person on this planet. That would be my superhero gift. That's what I'm striving to do in this lifetime. My main number one goal.
I have to tell you, Maggie, when I just calling you, it soothes. So I really am going to say to the viewers, listen to her podcast. Her and her husband do a wonderful job. And it's the field of vibration. I'm into energy. That I really enjoy on the podcast is the energy. It's not what, of course, it's what you're saying, and it does help because you have a lot of things on that podcast that helps people, but it's that frequency that I really enjoy. So I appreciate you so much. So thank you for the free gift. And if there's anything you'd like to say for our final.
I would say go forward, have beautiful friendships, be clear, be honest, be pure with your intentions, and don't mess around with people that can't return the same vibration back to you. Just let it go. And remember, friendships are everywhere. You'll find them in every place. You just have to be open to receive them.
That's beautiful. Thank you. So let's go ahead and, everybody knows that I have a signature song. It's the Shine On song, and it shifts. And we always talk about, what we're talking about is energy and shifting the energy. And I call it a pattern interrupt. The more that you do a pattern interrupt, you can get your emotions and you can get reset. And we all want to be reset. So thank you so much for being here. It's awesome. You were so wonderful. And writer downers, right? Viewers, I get you. So thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And let's sing a little bit and dance. go.
You got ambition, fire and soul. Look within your heart, let your spirit flow. Ask for what you want, show 'em what you got. Take it to the top, don't you ever stop. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration, shine, shine, shine on.
She's rocking. I love it.
Looking for the answers, seeking you will find. Open up your heart, leave it all behind. Smile and laugh, always give back. Glowing like a star, show 'em who you are. Shine, shine, shine on.
Thank you, Maggie. So I get to see you.
Shine, shine on.
Oh, isn't that beautiful? I just love singing that song. It just gets you going. Thank you, everybody, for commenting, for being here. Those were writer-downers. They were so writer-downers. So powerful. And you know what? It is time right now to continue with this vibrational field and really experiencing this love, this light. Make sure that you go ahead and connect to Maggie and connect to her at a level so that you can also connect in a different way. But you know what? When we're vulnerable, when you have that friend that you just adore, I have so many friends that I just adore them. They're just so powerful for me and helps me to get through every day, because it's not that they call all the time. It's not that they're just there. It's because they have the ability to see me. And isn't that something that we all want? Is someone to see us, to see who we are. So I hope you have that. And if you don't, call me up, because I've been told that I'm a really good friend. So go ahead and call me if you would like, and let's connect. So right now, right here is the time for the visualization, activation, meditation. So I'd like you to take a deep breath right now. And in this meditation, as you take the deep breath in, we're going to ask the deer to come in. We're going to ask the water and the essence of the water, the essence of the deer, as we use the shining wheel, as we put the shining wheel around us. As you're taking the deep breath with me right now, take that deep breath. And as you breathe in that beautiful deep breath, and as you start to release and let go, with that beautiful water still coming in, and I'm still seeing that the beauty of that crystalline gold and blue waters coming through, connecting, knowing that you are connected here and balanced. Here we go. Another breath in through your nose. Hold it for 2 seconds, and then out. It helps adjust, align, and activate everything. Just that breath. As you hear my words and the tone that I'm speaking, closing your outer eyes, opening your inner eye. I want you to take this moment to feel this liquid crystalline waters coming through in this beautiful pink and blue. And as it's moving through you, relax your third dimensional body. Relax in your chair. Relax if you're laying down. And feel as this is going through, and as the waters are coming through, connecting to yourself, your inner self. I want you to put that smile on your face and feel that you're being your own best friend. I am my own best friend. Feel that. I am my own best friend. I deserve the very best. And as the liquid crystalline blue and pink is coming through every cell, we need to take another breath and feel this energy as it's coming through onto a subatomic layer. Now, in the subatomic layer it's going to every cell unit, cell nuclear, cell system. It's going to every organ, every system. There you go. Breathe. Keep your breath. Rhythmically breathing. And every DNA and RNA is coming through. You are here right now, and as it's coming through on a subatomic layer, it's also helping you to ground. Feel that grounded, feeling that safe, secure, protected, and it's activating that relationship within yourself of the joy, of the love, of the gratitude. Breathe. To the compassion, to the peace. And as your energy vibration is shifting now, feeling this, connecting to your enlightenment, to who you are. And in your mind's eye, you may be seeing the beautiful energy moving. You see colors. Knowing that you're safe, secure, protected, grounded here. And in this place of feeling so safe, secure, protected, know that your energy vibration is cleared, cleansed, and that with grace, ease, and glory, protecting you, your energy, knowing that you have this beauty. Breathe it in. Breathe it in that you feel safe. To have that relationship with yourself. That it's okay to be that vulnerability to others. Because you have a connection. And activate that connection right now, right here, just by your words, or just echoing what I say, but also hear the vibrational field. And in the field of vibration, activating that beauty of who you are and being able to show up. Visualize this beauty if you are one that can see. Maybe you're in your beautiful place in the mountains, in the forest. Or maybe you're on the beach. Or maybe you're in the beautiful desert here in Phoenix, Arizona. And you're with me in the desert. And it's such a beautiful feeling. It's not too hot. It feels wonderful. And you can feel the dirt underneath your feet. And you can still feel this flow of energy. This beautiful flow of energy that's coming through. Be open to knowing that you're safe here. You're protected. You're secure. And in your mind's eye, create the opening of your heart. To be open to the friendships. To be open to the being your own best friend. Activate that energy that says, I am that. And I'm open to knowing that you deserve the very best in all areas of your life. Breathe that in. I deserve the very best in all areas of my life. Feel that. Feel that down to the subatomic layer of all the cells, the systems, the organs, DNA, the RNA. Feel that beauty. Feel that with your breath. And as you breathe in with love and light and energy, as you breathe out, release and let go what no longer serves. And then breathe in again with love and light and beauty and the deserving knowing. And as you breathe out, I deserve the very best. And in that is that abundance, that joy, that partner, that beautiful job, that whatever that is. That grateful gratitude of feeling so good physically. Feel good. And breathe in again. And being grounded, safe. Let's just sit here for a moment and let this just come all over and start to activate every cell. And you see it, visualize it. Beautiful. And there it is. It's locked in now. It's secure. And come back anytime to this meditation that'll help you to connect on a different level. Thank you so much for being here. And as you're starting to come out of this, start to move your fingers and your hands and moving around a little bit to come back gently, but do move. Yes, move your hands, move. Start to point and stretch, because every millisecond you make 500,000 new cells. So you're different in the last 10 minutes. So show up different. You got this. I'm Angel Marie Monticelli, and thank you so much for being here and taking the time to be your own best friend. Yay. There you go. Clap it out. Kind of move that energy. Let's clap it out. Clap it out. Beautiful, beautiful. I love this. Thank you so much for being here today. Oh my gosh, you're just wonderful. And you know what? I'm here every Thursday at 11 o'clock Pacific time with guests from all over the world. And we always pick a different position, a different reading out of the book to give you some different insights about what's going on. And, you know, it was wonderful. Maggie gave a great free gift. And you know what? I want to do the same thing. And in this free gift, I would love for you to go to angelmarieinc.com and go ahead and pick. I would love to help you to boost your energy, to understand how to connect to your energy. And then also, if you would like a reading, go ahead and pick whichever one you want, because I am here for you and I would love to help you to do that, to really connect on a different level, because we're here all the time. And you know what? That is my sole commitment to the world, is that you, the viewer, you discover how beautiful you are, and also that you can move and shift your energy anytime that you want. That's my sole commitment to the world. So thank you so much for being here. You know, the spotlight moment was great with Janice. She's going to be on next week. Can't wait to see her. Going to be a lot of fun. And you know what? If I just want to leave you with this, because it's so powerful. Change your mindset. Ignite your energy and shine on. Until I get to see you next week, thank you again for being here and shining your light so bright, light worker. I love you.